future potential to
I'm recording
Awesome.
just for you. Okay.
And I think I got to prove the model that's in my head before I get kind of mass market buy-in. So would you guys be open to like a trial run of this in Vegas? And it could be contribute what you want. I'm not going to ask you guys to pay full price, mostly because I want feedback. I want some testimonials, and I want to really wrap my head around what this looks like and how it can help people. And I would love your input on that. And if you need to be further sold on this, I found my activity, which is going to be digging in the dirt with backhoes and bulldozers.
Wow. Cool.
Come on, drive the big trucks. Let's do it.
And they're air conditioned.
Love
So
it.
even if it's hot in Vegas, you get your own air conditioned unit and you get to play in the dirt like a giant child.
That is
I'm in.
cool.
So I just need to pick a date and then start getting everything organized. But like the vision is there. I'm just so overwhelmed by getting all the details lined up.
Yeah.
I think it'll help once I get my new VA in place. Ashley and Jennifer have screens and presented me with 4 candidates that I'll be interviewing this week. So I think that'll help. Also battling all of the old money demons in the process, because like I know I'm going to have to invest up front in getting this event off the ground and making it into a thing. And then the old poor girl panic kicks in and it's like, but if I don't make it back, I'm going to be broken and dead. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that's fun. But to counteract that, the reason I was late to the call this morning was I hired Jess from Bottom Line and
Cool.
got to tell her all of the same money stuff. And she was like, girl, you halved your personal debt, more than halved your personal debt. I went from about $150,000 in debt, largely student loans, but I had $150,000 in debt and I'm down to like 65 now. And I was like, right, I haven't been celebrating the fact that that is huge. So
Very huge.
oh yeah, Rachel is leaving.
And she will bye Rachel, see ya. And you know, the more you're working with Jess, like things like this, that's one of the big things she's done for me is like help me understand what is a sensible risk.
Yeah.
Or, you know, an investment. You just have to make investments in your business. Like just hearing you talk about whatever happens with ePlay launch, to stick to it and do it and see it through and actually hold some kind of event will teach you so much about what's possible and how you can make things real. And it might be something, a 180 from that. It might live 2 degrees next door to it. But there's no way, I cannot imagine you looking back and wishing you hadn't done that or that was a waste of money.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. And I hope to someday build it up to the fact that there's a waiting list to get in and it sells out every time. That's the long-term vision for it. The event vision itself is largely inspired by you because of the way you design Copy Chief Live, which I think appeals to like ADHD brains like me. I just can't. I'm not going to do another fucking marketing conference where I have to sit in a room from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with very few breaks. Like, stop it, Brian Kurtz. Don't put me up front in Dan Kennedy. I'm going to walk out on Dan Kennedy. I can't do it. I'm too fidgety. I need to get up and walk and stretch. And so it's partly because of that, and partly because with all the marketing events I've been to in the last 5 years, I think one of the big gaps and opportunities is lack of implementation time. And I really loved how you did that with the last Copy Chief Live, that there was time for implementation. And the reason it's a big opportunity, I think, is because they cram it full of so much information that when you're home by yourself the first day after the conference, it's like, what do I even do with all this information? What's the starting point? So part of Eat Play Launch is going to be, you know, the structured play time to lower the barriers, have you laughing at yourself, reduce the resistance so that the good ideas can pop up. Then there's going to be some structured teaching time, some structured brainstorming time. And then we're going to identify, okay, so here's your vision. What's the first step in that? Setting a timer, start working on first step. So by the time that you've left Eat, Play, Launch, you not only identified the potential revenue opportunity for $5,000 to $10,000 a month in your business, you've started working on it too. And you've developed a plan to get there.
Right. Yeah. And I think it's also it's sort of that hot seat effect of, I think I told you a story about Jesse when he did it, right? And then everybody
Mhm.
basically left with I'm going to make 5,000 a month by doing what you did, Jesse. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's
Yeah.
why I have my programs, And so just like accept that people are going to fill in the blanks themselves. And you might even find that that turns out to be such a less importance to them than you might have anticipated. That obviously it's the part you'll put the most pressure on yourself about, but you're not saying we're going to come up with an idea and I'm going to hold your hand until it's real. You're just saying you're going to leave there having stretched your thinking around this idea, and we're going to do some math to see how that would be tangible. And you may find out you have some work to do to shore things up to to make that real, but either way it's going to be concrete in ways that wasn't before.
Yeah. I'm super excited about that. And then I told you on our one-to-one call, but I think I'm going to also shore that up with smaller local events. And the purpose of that is more to expand my network and get my name out there a little bit more as this marketing expert so that I can attract some more consulting clients. And I talked to Chris about this morning, but I should probably mention it to you. Since I have no desire to like teach copy or create my own copywriting course, I think the natural lead into or the natural end to one of those events where I've helped somebody with their email marketing or strategy or something like that is, hey, if you want to learn more, copy over here at Copy Chief, Email Copy Academy. We've also got the Winner's Circle. Here are a few ways that I can help you. I joked with Brian about that being a live action super signature. It's going to be the way I end my events.
Yeah.
When you're ready, here are a few ways I can help.
Yeah. What better than that? If they, like get paid, nothing like that affiliate money, get paid and walk away. So are you going to make affiliate deals with Chris as well? I'm sure he's up for that. Yeah.
Oh, I already ran it by him and he immediately sent the links. And
yeah, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Cool. No, I love that. Kind of like I was saying about like there's probably so much money sitting there in Copy Chief for that reason alone, because you have what I have too. Like we've been around the game about a minute and we've been very consistent with people. I think our reputations are the result of that consistency, right? And honesty.
Yeah.
So you should be cashing in on that, so to speak.
Actually, I have to say thank you to you for that too, because I had a moment of anxiety yesterday. So I went to the old members.copychief.com site and dug through like 40 pages of emails and private messages that I got from people and started taking screenshots and adding them to the kudos file. And I didn't realize until I called my attention directly to it, how many people in the community over the years have reached out to me and been like, oh my God, thank you for this. Oh my God, I love everything that you say. This message that you said spoke to me so much. So I was like, oh shit, I do have a following out there and I need to stop chickening out and actually just step out in front of it.
Yep. Make it bold.
Yeah.
So when is are you is May when you're in Vegas, or April?
The 18th. So I'm leaving in about a week and a half. And then I was thinking for the event, I'm looking at my calendar here, like the week of April 18th, maybe, because that's the week before I head off to Southern California. And when I go to Southern California, there's going to be a Disney component to it too. So if you've been waiting for a chance to Disney with me, here we go.
Very cool. I think I get back from London.
Yeah, yours is the beginning of the month, right? For beginning of April.
Yep, 11. For the London thing. Yeah, family's going 6 through 10, and then the conference goes through 13. But Rachel and I are at we're doing this thing, EOS conference, like 21, 22. And that's Easter, the 18th.
Yeah.
If it matters. Still some Catholics out there. Easter. I remember we used to have this thing called Easter.
Damn. I was thinking of probably doing it 21 and 22 or 22 and 23. That sucks.
Well, you know, your schedule matters most, so
Yeah.
we can continue talking about it. Happy to promote it.
Awesome. I just want to test the idea. I think there's legs there.
Yeah.
I'm excited and terrified. So we'll see
It's
how
one
it
of those
goes.
things where, and this was, I remember, you know, whenever, especially a live thing, it's like, what if one person signs up? Then they have the most amazing time of their life.
Mhm.
And you have a model, you know? So try not to, just let it be an experiment, something you're investing in, and there's honestly no way to lose.
Yeah.
You know, you can just talk about it as an experiment and not try to go into formal pitch mode. The only time I suck at pitching is when I'm thinking about pitching.
Yeah. I think, yeah, you caught my attention when I sent out that email about why I'm doing this event, and you were like, oh, that's so great. Because I had a couple of other people that were like, oh, that's really interesting, the why behind all this.
Yeah. Right. It was like, what was that? How did you frame it? New Angie or whatever was having no
Yep.
part of that.
2021 Angie was
2021
having
Angie.
none of that shit when it came to like sinking into extra work to escape
Right.
the
Right.
emo stuff. So yeah. And I'm gonna have fidgety shit for you to play with too, because I'm tired of going to conferences and pretending like I can sit still.
Just like a fidget spinner you can sit on and just spin yourself. Just
Mhm.
like,
Or like clay that you can play with, just
yeah.
like little stuff that you can sit there and keep your hands occupied so that you can keep your mind focused. I need that so much.
Yeah. I like it. All right. Well, let's stay in contact about it. I'm happy to promote it, endorse it, and do everything I can to help you make it real.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's basically where I'm at, just trying to wrap my head around all of the things and onboard an accountant and a VA all at the same time and figure it out, but no
Yeah.
pressure.
It'd be fine. If I know Jess will be this way, and hopefully the VA is the same, that they basically onboard themselves. You just have to
Yeah.
answer questions and point to files, right?
Hmm.
And trust them with your calendar. That's the scariest part to me.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to touch my own calendar. I'm like having dinner, lunch with a friend. I'm like, Sarah's going to reach out and tell you which restaurant, even though it's down the street. You
Mhm.
know?
It's the weirdest thing too, especially since I trusted Ashley and Jennifer to manage my calendar so much, to transition to somebody else and be like,
Yeah.
can we have 2 in a row? We'll see.
Yeah. I think so, because you know what you're doing now, so you'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff, Angie.
Thank you.
Talk to you. Hi, Sarah.
No,
How's everything?
it's good. I've done a little more research on the product and have a question for a chemist, if anyone knows one, especially specializing in product development for nutritional supplements. But I
Okay.
did find that there are ones on Upwork for hire. So I have to just
Interesting.
ask those folks a few questions.
Okay. I might have some people that I know a couple guys who bought. I think they bought, Doberman Dan, the copywriter.
Yeah.
They bought his company. Remember, he was producing supplements way back.
I've heard of him. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And so they bought his company. They used to be in top one. I'll see if I can if that's helpful. Cool. And so that's coming together, yeah.
I haven't dedicated a lot of time to it, but would like to dedicate more. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So what keeps you busy like most days?
So it's client work, and then my son has a really busy schedule, so managing all his stuff, and then the normal life stuff.
Yeah.
Feeding myself, my family, paying bills, just
Sure.
regular everyday life, and then running my son to his many activities. So
There's
just
a lot of sports.
he does baseball and gymnastics and chess and
Wow.
taekwondo,
Wow.
and yeah, lots of things and
That's great.
other things. And he's just busy.
Yeah. How old is he?
6.
Oh, wow. Goodness. That's awesome.
It's a lot of things, but he
That's
loves
good.
all the things. So like as we
Right.
had a 3-day-a-week baseball commitment, he doesn't want to give up his other things. And
Exactly.
yeah, the chess coach is always like, we need him in every tournament. And then the gymnastics coach is like, we need him on our competing team that meets 4 hours a week. I'm like, no, he doesn't have time for all these things. He's in
Yeah.
high demand.
Yeah. You got to be the momager and like
Yeah.
decide
Yeah. Yeah.
where the supply and demand goes. That
Busy.
sounds like my daughter. She, next thing you know, she's doing 4 things. And my son will only do things that interest him and nothing else.
Yeah. And he's interested in all the things. So
Yeah. Cool. Is there anything I can help with for the beyond that, a chemist?
I don't think at the moment.
Okay. How's it looking for you to come to St. Pete?
I booked Thursday night so that my husband wouldn't have to take off Wednesday through Friday. I'm just gonna leave really, really, really early, like 5 a.m. Thursday, and yeah,
Awesome.
and come back Friday night. So
Okay, great. Fantastic. I appreciate the effort. We'll
Mhm.
make it worth it. It'll be a really good time. Have you been to St. Pete recently?
I don't think I've ever. No, I've
Oh,
never.
wow. Okay, good.
I've
You're
only
welcome.
done the West Coast down by me and Naples.
Yeah.
But nope, not up there.
All right, cool. We'll have a good time. Awesome. All right. Well, reach out if I can help with anything else. And
Okay.
I'll reach out and see if I can get a hold of those guys. I think they're still in the Slack group somewhere. And because I know this is what they did all day pretty much. So cool. All right. Well, thanks for the check-in and thank you everybody for hanging and catching me up. Please hit me up on Voxer. Tim, very excited for your training. I'll be there and see you guys in the group. Have a great week. See you. Bye.